Ratatouille has his coat, his mittens, and he is off to this habitat called the Arctic, the Arctic, or it's called the tundra. What do we see? We see lots of snow-covered ice, and it's very cold because I see that he's breathing, and I can see when it's really cold. When you breathe, you can see it. And then he's wearing a coat and gloves. The wind is very strong and makes the air even feel colder. The ground is frozen and is covered with ice or snow. In the winter, the daylight lasts for a long time. So usually they don't even see, hold on, let me read that right. The daytime lasts for a few hours. So in the winter, the sun is not out that long. So that means that it doesn't get warm, it gets even colder. Okay. Some plants that live there. So this is a plant that lives in the Arctic tundra. Now, do you see that these plants, they're not really high? They're really close to the ground, and they're all bunched together. That means they want to get warmth, okay? That's their shelter, okay? And they're getting the water and their food. The water comes from the ice, the melting ice, the snow, and that's how they get their, what they need. Those three things that they need, okay? I'm gonna go into the animals that live in the Arctic tundra. This is a Musken ox. Okay, he is one of the animals that lives here. He stays warm because look at all this thick hair that he has, okay? And underneath this thick hair, he has another layer called blubber, okay? Blubber is something else that keeps the animals in the Arctic tundra really, really warm, okay? And in the summertime, they usually like lose their hair, so they won't get really overheated, okay? These animals travel in herds. Herd is a group of animals going together. And in the winter, they use their sharp hooves, that means on their feet, to dig up the ice and get the food that they need from the plants. The other animal that lives at the Arctic tundra is the wolverine. And you think the wolverine is X-Men? Nope, this is the wolverine. Okay, the wolverine is an animal that stays hidden. The wolverine uses its coat to keep nice and warm, okay, like the other animal that we just talked about. He has large paws and moves across the snow. So he has large paws so he will be able to move, and it's handy to catch some food. Now this, you will think they're reindeer. They're in the same family. They're called caribou, okay? These animals are like in the deer family. They are also called reindeers. They travel in a huge herd. So look at all these, okay? They travel in a big group. Why? Because if they're in a big group, another animal will not attack them, okay? They have hair too that keeps them warm. And depending on the year, they lose some of their hair, and then in the winter they grow more hair so they can get warmer. Their hooves again. So the hooves are at the bottom of their feet, helps them get water, helps them walk and run in this mushy, wet terrain. That means the place the ice melts, and when it melts, it's all muddy and disgusting. So it's easy for them to walk. Okay, and they can actually get the grass that they need because underneath of this snow, there's grass. The Arctic fox is also an animal that changes from white to brown because depending on if he wants to camouflage. Camouflage means that he is adapting to his nature, his surrounding, his habitat. So if it's snowing and he's white, he's going to blend in like the snow. So no other creature will eat him. He likes to eat birds. He likes to eat hares. Hares are bunnies or rabbits. And he likes to eat rats, like me, Ratatouille. Now here's the bunny, the Arctic hare. Again, it's white, but it changes its color. It has short ears. Okay, so meaning that they have short ears, meaning that if it is very cold, okay, so if they're bigger ears, they're going to get the wind. So they're shorter ears for them. And then they're easy to hop in the snow because of their hind legs. And they use their small shoes to go really, really fast. Their feet, their paws. And here is the landscape of the Arctic tundra. So look at all that big ice. You have the water, you have the mountains. It's all covered in ice and